Hello, Jen here, and I have the March Wild Whisper collection to show you guys today, and then a little layout using it. So, this month's collection is Wild Whimsy. It's super cute. I absolutely love it. I love the colors, and I say that all the time though, don't I? I just love color. But I love especially that I'm working on my summer trip, and we went to the beach quite a bit, and I have this perfect collection to use. So let me show you what I got. I'll start with the 12 by 12 papers. So here you go. You can see Wild Whimsy, and here's just the sampling of all the different patterns. I'm loving this blue, like a, I don't even know, it's like a royal blue, I guess. It would be just slightly on sort of that purplish side. I just love that color. So we have the mermaids, and then these are seashells. And I love this octopus. That's so fun, so different. And then this is sort of that like fish scale, but I love that it's just hand drawn. It's really nice. And then we have some of these beautiful gems. And a page with all the different words. And here you can see you're a gem, she's a diamond. Of course, I love you. Aww. And then this beautiful beach page, which might be the one I end up using today. And then I love this sort of flower. It's kind of like, what are those called? Like the sea anemone style flower. And this beautiful rock. Again, something I might end up using today because one of the beaches that I have to scrap had these beautiful white rocks on them. And then again, this same flower, but in black and white, which I always love because with this, there's so much you can do. You can use it as a neutral, you can color them in, you can add lots of, smushy color to the background. So I love having a good black and white in my collections. And then there's the cut apart, which is lots of fun. So lots of those mermaids. Hi, Evie. Lots of those mermaids and gems, and then the flowers. And this fun pattern on the back in that mint and navy, which I adore. And then I got the wood veneer, which are these gems, and I love them. They're super thick. And they'd be great to try and stain or paint. So those are fun. And now that Evie's come and jumped all over my cards, here we go. I got the card pack. So again, you can see there's all the patterns. And you can get double packs if you want. So if you want two of each card so that you can use both sides, you can definitely get those double packs. They're a really good value. So let's start with the 4x6. So there you have that beautiful mermaid, and on the back you have the quartz mermaid hair don't care, and then that fun octopus. Here it's, these look like dragonfly wings. And then those flowers. Travel by Dragonfly, that's really cool. And then a journaling card there with the quartz. And then these bursts. And then you're one of a kind, and you can see on this one it has the scale to it. And then for the 4x3s, salty but sweet, and your mermaids, and then the scalloped seashell and another mermaid. Here is that fish scale, but in that pink color. And then the gems all around. Actually, I think it probably goes like that. There's always a wild side to an innocent face. That's perfect for my youngest. And then that burst. Gems. Whimsy, whimsy, whimsy. You rock. And again, there's that fish scale. And then the seashells. Don't hide your magic. I love that one. With brave wings she flies. The burst. And there's those dragonflies. This is such a beautiful color. Wow. The gems. And a green octopus. The flower. Do you live under a rock? You're a gem. And the mermaid. And then life can be rocky. And everyone has oceans to fly if they have the heart to do it. Is it reckless? Maybe. But what do dreams know of boundaries? Amelia Earhart. So nice. And then lastly, I got the Traveler's Notebook. So you have this beautiful beach paper with the anemones, or I'm going to call them that, but the flowers. So that'll be perfect. I will probably keep this as one to use for the summer. So I'm really excited to get using this collection. I love blues and greens. Those are my favorite colors. And so you can see that this one has lots of that. And it should be a lot of fun to use with my trip beachy pictures. So let me put you onto fast forward so you can see what layout I come up with. Talk to you later. All right, so jumping into our layout, I'm using a picture of my son with his mermaid tail at the beach. This was taken at Cavendish Beach in PEI, and we loved it. We had a great day there. That wasn't my first time or my daughter's first time being there, but it was for my boys, the big man boy included. He had never come with us before, so it was their first time seeing that gorgeous red sand, and my youngest just absolutely loved playing in it. So I'm going to use this collection and I'm going to cut it all up into circles. You can see here, I'm just picking different patterns from the papers. I'm trying hard to cut around those octopus tentacles because I think I have a plan for them. And I'm just cutting different sized circles from each of the paper. A little bit more on this one because I wanted both sides of that paper. And those punches come from Creative Memories. One is really, really old, that double circle punch that's got to be at least 12 or 13 years old. And then the other big one I was using, I just got that one. And even though it's really, really big, it cuts really nicely. So now I just want to sort of roughly put some of these circles around and just make sure that the idea that I kind of had percolating in my head is actually going to work well, translate well on paper. So I'm not going to do too much. I just sort of wanted to spread a few of them out and see if they were going to work. Now that I know that they are, I will go ahead and matte my picture. I'm going to use this dark sort of teal colored cardstock. It's just a Recollections open stock cardstock with a little bit of fun texture on it. But I'm going to use that because I wanted something dark to sort of allow my picture to stand up against the patterns from all of the circles. And then I'm going to use some fun foam and pop it up a little bit. And that's just from the dollar store. It's not super, super thick. I think I've shown in other videos that it's not as thick as the fun foam you might get at places like Walmart, but it still adds some nice shadows to the picture and a little bit of dimension. So I'll go ahead and start putting these circles around. I'm going to start with some of the bigger ones because I just want them to sort of be the base. And I want to make sure that I'm spreading out all of the colors. So you can see I don't really have any rhyme or reason to it. I want this to just be really fun and whimsical. So I'm kind of just going with whatever feels right to me. And I'm using some big ones and then some of those tiny ones. So it gives those scales a little bit of interest because none of them are the same size. And I really like how that matches that hand-drawn scale from the pattern paper. And of course, it keeps with that whole whimsical theme of the collection. So I'll just go around and I'm going to place them wherever I think they fit until it kind of all looks balanced to my eye. And then I want to do a border around as well. I don't want it to be a perfect border, so I'm not going to have just a straight row of scallops, but I want a few little clusters of scales kind of running around the border of the page. So while I kind of decide how I want that to look, I'm going to audition a couple of these cards here. I know I want that mermaid because she's just so cute and I love how she's looking in the right direction to be looking at my son. And then I also needed a title. So I went and asked my little guy because it's his picture. And there you go. You can see he's helping me. So we decided to title this The Merman of Cavendish Beach, and he really wanted to help me out. So here he is. We picked these dollar store, Dollarama. So I don't actually know in the United States what your equivalent would be to Dollarama here in Canada. But it's their own just, knockoff brand. And the colors actually worked perfectly. I wasn't expecting that to happen, but they were a perfect match for the blue and that teal. So we picked the blue and the teal for Merman and Cavendish, and then just some simple stories. They're little flat alphas to write the of beach. And now I'm going to cut out my little mermaid. And we're going to put her sitting on a rock over here. You'll see my son is like, no, mommy, she's not sitting on a rock. She's sitting on something pink. So we had to move that around a little bit to make it look like she was actually sitting on a rock. And we just used that rock paper. He's kind of bossy when he's scrapbooking with me. And we were using that plastic just because it was easier for him, because I knew that he would want to help me out, and we'd end up moving these letters around a little bit too much. So he helped me spell it all out on the plastic. And then I don't know if you can see there, but my M kind of disappears and my A disappears. And it just worked out that I happened to have navy on navy and teal on teal. So I moved everything down so that you could read the words a little bit better. It made beach kind of get bumped over to the mermaid, but I love how she's just nestled in there and just kind of peeking over. It's really cute. It worked out really well. And so just to add a little bit of sparkle, we're going to use some sequins. And again, these come from Dollar Tree. We really, we kind of went all out, didn't we? But I'm glad I'm using up all of my supplies, and they just happen to be the perfect colors to match the collection. And that does it for this cute, quick layout. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Check out Wild Whisper Designs. I'll leave their links down below so you can get this collection. And until next time, happy scrapping. Bye. Okay, we do that. Roll it like this. So they can see you do it. There you go. Yeah, roll it. Okay, then what we're going to do, we're going to take this and we're going to go boop, boop, boop.
Mom, now can I do it, Mom?
Up here. Okay, now tap it. Tap. Yep, go again. Yep. Woo! One more. Maybe right here. How's that?
And some splatter. Oh, wait, whoa. You kind of did make a mess, Mom.
Okay, now we just gotta, oh, yeah, be careful. Okay. Whoa, that looks pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a splatter on one of our pieces. Okay, now we take this off. Like that. And then we do it again. Bye.
Bye. Until next time, happy scrapping.